Today is the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to refine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will be free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
What's happening? Happy Thursday. What's going on, Hans? Imperfect Streamer, how are you? Michelle, what's up, Kevin? How's the week going? I am a super awesome pixel pushing samurai, Grim Skull. I think that's within the first 2 minutes there. Graphic designer, content creator, old guy, working for David Foster, redacted your sound. Yes, once again, I forgot. Yeah. I need to remember to check that. I got to put that on the checklist so that I don't have double audio. When I'm talking on chat with other folks like Mr. Kevin Michael Reed, I turn on the Elgato so that I'm not going through vMix. When I'm using vMix, I'm going through the microphone straight to vMix, but then I forget to turn it off on the wavelength, which then adds it to the stream mix. It's one of those audio things. Sorry about that. Again, I am Grim Scully, super awesome pixel pushing samurai. Welcome to the stream tonight. We are continuing. It's way more complicated than it needs to be. Someday when I grow up and do this for a living, I'll kind of fix that so that it works like clockwork. Until then, I'll be human. That's hilarious. We're going to be continuing to do some motion. Let me pull up what I did Tuesday. What I was working on Tuesday. And then I'll show you what we're going to start working with tonight. And when I say start, because there's no way we're going to finish it. Grim commentary stream on Guild. So if you're on Gilded and you want to watch Kevin Michael Reed watching me, probably along with his trusty sidekick, Mr. Joseph Clough. It should be quite entertaining. What hero movement? There we go. Hero movement. Let me pull this up real quick. There we go. JC will be back soon. He forgot to eat. How do you forget to eat? How do you forget to eat? So here's what we were messing with Tuesday. A little bit of, we downloaded this quick kind of graphic to kind of test, work with the puppet tool. It's a great way to take, static images and add motion. Showing his boobs, his boobas. No. We did that, and then we did this kind of Hero City kind of cape motion with a little bit of a 3D effect. Just some simple animation techniques that, of course, I did that within an hour, of course. Now, you can spend a lot more time kind of tweaking these things and really refining them and create some really cool stuff. But tonight, we're going to do that to Mr. David Foster. Yes, friends, we are going to have Mr. David Foster superhero it out. A few things I need to do here. This is an Illustrator file that I've broken into layers. His head, there's the tie. There's a logo that's going to go in here, of course. He doesn't want the face on there. I don't know why. I mean, the logo looks good. I think it looks better with the face in it than trying to, Frankenstein it. We've got the jacket color and hands. We've got this outline, the black area, which is all one solid color. What we need to do is basically take this blue area and cut it out of that black area. And the way we're going to do that is with a compound path. I've got two paths. Got two paths over here. One is in the shape of the blue shirt, and one is this, the black background here. And what we need to do is select those both. And if we go up to, and this should work, we should go up to compound path, make. So now when I get rid of that blue area, you're going to see white behind it. Well, let's do this. Let me go show transparency grid. All right. Because before I did that, right, there's a black background, right? Let's get rid of the star. So the blue, we want to knock out the blue, because what we got to do is put the blue behind the black. So, but first we need to knock a shape out of that black background. So I've got two paths. We're going to create a compound path, select them both, go up to object, compound path, make, boom. Now it's transparent. It's transparent. There's nothing behind it. So right now, like this blue background is actually in front. And here's what and how do I know it's in front? Because I can go in and with my path tool, my point selection tool, and drag, oops, I don't want to drag the whole thing. I can drag points and see how it kind of is over everything. Right? It's over everything. I want that because I want to make sure that any movement I do with this, with the hands and stuff, that it doesn't show the background. So I'm going to put the blue in the background. And really the best way to do that, like we could turn this off. We can add a layer. We can go up and grab a rectangle. And with this the new layer selected, we'll just drag out like this blue rectangle, right? Make sure it fills that area. Then we could drag that down to the bottom. So now it's behind everything. That's what we want. That's what we want. Now there are some details in the shirt that I also want to be included. So we're going to select all those details and then drag those down to that layer also. And then we're going to hide that the upper layer. All right, so now we got this nice blue. The background is blue behind him. That's what we want. Let's name that blue. Spell it right, Derek. Blue T-shirt. What's up, Mr. David Foster? All right, so we've got our head layer, got our tie. There's a logo. Let's save it real quick. Delete that old blue shirt layer. We don't need that anymore. We can combine all the body layer down into one. Get rid of the body layer. We're going to get rid of that layer and we're going to rename this one body. Body. Logo. It's the old background. We're going to get rid of that because we're not going to use it. We need to kind of look at the tie real quick. Let me hide everything except the tie. On the tie, I kind of want to drag that down there and this into there. And then I think we can select those two and we're going to use the Pathfinder function and we're going to union those. There we go. That's what I want. All right. Good. Good. So now we got our layers. We got some good layers here. Everything's labeled. I'm going to say file, save as. This is hero, and we're going to call it AE. I'm going to go to the Bone Factory. Go up to DFM projects. Actually, right here, we're going to save that still in the stills. That way we know where it's at. We know where it's at. Let's go back to the After Effects. We're going to import file. There it is, DFM LSP Hero AE. We're going to bring that in as composition retain layer files, import. It brought it in as its own composition. That's fine. There we go. It comes in on a black background, but it's transparent. There we go. And we got the same layers. We've got the same layers that we had in After Effects. We've got a head layer. We got the tie. We got the logo. We got the body. And then we got our blue shirt background. Small details, David. Small details. We're not worried about that. I can't do every single detail in an hour and a half, maybe. We will refine it at some point. There is a little bit of a detail I need to go in. If I can find it, if we can do it, if we can find it. Actually, okay, so this black edge, right? That's really thick over here, but it's gone over here. So I need to go in back into the Illustrator file, which I still have open. And I can go into this compound path with my direct selection tool. Oops. As soon as I find it. Soon as I find it. This green one right here. I think we can hide a bunch of layers. We can hide a bunch of the white layers. Get it out of the way. There we go. And then I want to move this in a little bit and this in a little bit. There's a couple of points in there that we don't need. So we'll select the pen tool and just kind of get rid of those. Nope. I think right there is what we need. Let's turn these white layers, these other layers back on. All right, now that we can see better. Oops. Sometimes you got to click off it and back on it. Move. Move. It needs to be thicker. I don't want the whole line. I just want you. There we go. There we go. It's a lot sicker. Okay, now that we've made the changes, we're going to save. All right, if I save it, I can go back to After Effects, because when you pull in, Photoshop files, Illustrator files, you can pull in Premiere compositions or sequences. Adobe does this thing called dynamically linking, so that any changes you make outside are then reflected inside. So already see that the changes are there. So while there's a lot of other tools out there that are less expensive and cheaper, but Adobe tools are just so well integrated that you can use them hand in hand very easily. Again, if you're just a person that is not making a living at doing this, or it's just kind of a hobby, then yeah, I mean, I don't suggest going out and getting a subscription to create, the Creative Cloud, everything. So, you can get away with, using some of the alternatives that are just as good. They just don't have the, the integration like the Adobe products do. So there we go. So the main thing I want to work on right now is getting the shirt, the hands and the shirts to move like they should. And we just need to start, adding some. Oops, I'm on the wrong one. It's the body. If we go to the body, make sure I'm on the. We start pinning. We want to pin the shoulders. We want to pin the neck. We're definitely going to pin down here. The hands, the elbows. Let's move some of these to see how they move. There we go. All right. All right. So if we select all three of these pins, we want to move them together. I think, though, we may want to try to, and we may go back and add, like, some background. Some background. We need to make sure that that logo is under the body. There we go. Back. All right. Move the logo onto the body. I'm going to pin here. Ooh, I'm on the logo. I pinned the logo. I don't want to pin the logo. Okay. Puppet. I think I'm going to pin here and maybe up here. All right, yeah, that pin kind of. So we may get rid of that pin. We may add some black back here so that it shadows that area. Let's see how this does. a little better, but I think if we pin up here also. Got to be careful when you click on these not to move the mouse also. All right. Select that, select that, select that, select that, select that. Elbow, then what happened? I duplicated it. How did I duplicate it? I know what I did. I think I hit Control D instead of Shift D, and that duplicated it. There we go. I mean, there's a little bit of warping, but like I said, you know, we can go in and, you know, kind of tweak it a bit later. You know, I'll do all that kind of stuff off camera. I'm kind of going back all the way to the start. I think I'm already there. Yep. I'm checking keyframes to see what we have. Because I kind of want this to, you know, to be where everything is, right? I want this. This is the final form. And then we go back here. Like I said, let's, the final form, right? So I'm gonna, the thumb, maybe down here, here. Maybe here. A couple here. And here. So we're gonna, we moved our playhead to 3 seconds. We've got all our keyframes where our final keyframes are. Now let's go to the beginning, and then we'll select, carefully select all these keyframes that we want to move. And then move that in. We need to move that logo. I went back to where that logo is not moved. But I'll do that here in a second. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be fine. It'll look okay. Don't worry. Maybe we can move. Oh, no, because the tie. The tie. We don't want to mess with the tie at the moment. So, all right, let's move that logo underneath. There we go. So now, right? We'll put a trim on it so that we don't have to like watch the whole thing. I mean, three seconds, that's a long time, right? That's a long time. I'm going to select all those keyframes. Let's move it to 1 second. See how even 1 second. Thanks, John. Hey, Dave's camera's looking really good. I had to get a shot in while I was over there. Get the super chat in over there at the Ringside Report Network, folks. If you love the combat sports, head over to Ringside Report Network on YouTube. I got my dig in. That Dave's camera looked way better than AJ's. But like AJ said, it hides his wrinkles, so. There we go. All right. I like that. It's kind of not quick enough, I guess. It just feels like it's, you know. And I kind of want to take all the keyframes and move them to about 2 seconds because, you know. Oop, what happened? What'd I do? There we go. You know, because we may want to put this on like a background of some kind. You know, like a blue background with an info panel. Select those keyframes. If you hit F9, it creates easy ease. Where's it? Okay, about right there, right? All right. We move those keyframes closer, and then we'll just kind of do this so that it kind of starts a little sooner. It's really small, isn't it? Can't see. You know. Nice. All right. It's missing a few things. Like a drop shadow. Drop shadow, a little bit of a, there we go. You know what it reminds me of? It's Archer. This is Archer's long lost cousin, David Foster. Didn't quite make it through the secret agent program. There's a superhero movie coming out. There's a superhero movie coming out with Sylvester Stallone, Samaritan. I saw the trailer for it last night. Boom. It kind of, where does it like, right there. All right. Because that needs to go right about there. Because he needs to pop up and go, bam. Now, I don't know. It looks good, but there's a few things we could do. Maybe we need to we kind of need a few other things. A few other things we need to do. Starting with his head. What should we do with his head? I know what you're thinking. I started to sound like Dave. ABS, always be saving. Yes! Thank you, Kevin. You are the man. All right. Let's see. I want to do some slight rotation. So I'm going to press my R key. We're going to put a keyframe. Maybe do it kind of, we kind of want to do a slow one. That was kind of too fast. I think that was too fast. I don't. Let's go for a 5. We're gonna go for a kind of a 5. Let's 5 seconds. Let's see how that looks. That's still kind of too fast. And I think we don't want it, you know, I think we want to do a deal where it does that. Let's go for about 10 seconds. Do 10 seconds. Turns his head. It stops. Another keyframe. And then back to the original position. Maybe we center those keyframes. Maybe make that a little longer. There we go. All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to create a loop out of this. Out of the head tilt, not the jacket thing. That's going to happen when it animates in. I don't want to go all the way close because I'm afraid it you know, I could. Yes, I could. All I got to do is go back in that layer and separate the glasses. All right. Control C. We're going to call this head loop. We're going to move all the attributes to that layer. We're going to right click on it. Time, enable time remapping. We're going to press my page up key to go back one keyframe. We're going to put a keyframe there, and then we are going to delete that end keyframe. What that does is it prevents it from there's a bit of a bug, like if you there's a bit of a bug that at the end of the loop, if you don't go back like one frame, it'll blink. So you got to go back one keyframe and set a keyframe. Then we're going to alt click on that stopwatch to bring up our expressions. And then we're going to go loop out cycle. Or actually we need to put like a parentheses, then choose cycle, comma 0. Because we want it to loop back to 0. We want it to loop back to 0. I'm going to go to that. Let's see. We're going to rename it. Let's call this the DF Hero Loop, right? I'm actually going to cut off David's head. I'm going to go to the DF Hero Loop. I'm going to paste it. That's big. That's really big. That's really big. Let's do one thing. Let's go back. We're going to keep the head there. We're going to duplicate it. We're going to then hide the one and then cut that one off. Then go back and paste it. Because what we want, let's go back. Let's show it. Because what we need a guide. We need a guide. Because this background, the main composition, right? We need to make this about, 30 seconds. All right, now that we got David's big head here, we'll move that, and then we're gonna scale it, and then I'm gonna go up to the timeline here, press S, and then just scale it down. Scale it. There we go. All right, much better. All right, so that's not big enough. All right, almost there. There we go. Close enough. Go back to this other layer. We hide the head, then go back. There it is. It's just one head. Let's kind of move it right there. I'm then going to parent that head to that body. That way it moves. It moves with the body. We need to extend all our layers to the end. And then what we're also gonna do the tie. We got to do the tie. We got to do the tie. Got to do the tie. One thing we will do is on the body loop there, we're going to go to time, enable time remapping. Again, go to the end, back one keyframe, add a keyframe there. We're going to delete that end keyframe. Alt, click on the watch. We're going to say loop out, cycle again. And this time, let's go to 3. That should. It comes up. And it's looping back to 3, but that's past our, our animation, so it won't repeat. And again, we have this persistence of motion. Do I still have a drop? Did I have that drop shadow, or did I? I'm going to delete that for now. Looking good so far. Looking good. Let's go back here now. We need to do the tie. We got to do the tie. Hey, Grim, what's up? Hey, Joseph. We're going to lock down all our other layers. And we're going to kind of do the same thing that we're going to use the puppet tool, right? We're going to place some pins. Come on, pin, place some pins. Does not want to place the pins. Why? Why? Let's try that again. There's one. All right, there we go. 2. And then 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. All right. All right. So the idea is the tie is going to flap in the wind, right? Thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out with me and watch this crazy, crazy, crazy animation. All right, again, what we want to do is it's going to flap a few times, right? We want to trim that off. We're going to do Control-Alt-C to create a pre-comp. We're going to call this tie flap. Again, we're going to right click, go to time, enable time remapping. We're going to go back 1. Get rid of the end one. Alt click that stopwatch. Simple loop out. Cycle. This one we're going to go back to 0. Oops, we forgot a parentheses or no, I don't know what is that called? I don't know. Loop out cycle. This project contains an expression error. Why? Let's delete the whole thing. Loop out, cycle 0. Oops, 0. All right, there we go. Still says, maybe I don't need that. Maybe I don't need that. Do I? Oh, I see. I know what's going on. All right. Thank you. All right. What am I missing? Loop out, cycle. Maybe that's what it's missing. Is that what it's missing? That is okay. After Effects 1 disabled, airline 1 property time, remap layer 2 in comp. Okay. Do some buggy stuff. Loop out. Cycle. That sort of thing. I don't want it to loop there. I want it to go to 3. Maybe I just need to do a 3. No. Three. All right, let me look that up. Expressions are not my strong point. Loop out, cycle, to specific frame. Okay. About cycle 3. Okay. All right, I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right. About 3. $10. Okay. My brain. I don't know. Don't know. Maybe it just wasn't their cup of tea. Don't know. All right. So I'm thinking of it's frames, and I'm thinking of seconds, and so we don't want to do that. So we want at 4 seconds, right? 4 seconds times 30, because I can't do math in my head. 120. 120. There you go. Well, that's taking a long time. Why is it taking a long time? Probably because it's got to go there. All right. All right. Something's not working with my loop there. It was just a second ago, right? That's funny. All right, let's get rid of that time remap. We'll fix that later. Because what we can do, instead of worrying about that time remap on that layer, we could just cut it in half. Control Alt C. Control Alt C will duplicate. We'll cut that that composition, that pre-comp there. Then we can go and right click and enable the time remapping. Go back, like you said, one frame, add a new one, delete the other one. And there we go. Why does it keep doing that? We're going to right click on that one keyframe because what we forgot to do was toggle hold keyframe. why it keeps like starting over. Move that toggle keyframe, hold keyframe out though. All right. That's really starting to bug me. Enable time remap. Right click on that. We're going to toggle hold keyframe there. Drag it all the way out. All right. Now you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Right. Time. Enable. Right click. Toggle hold keyframe. All the way out. Then we'll take this one and stretch. It's like, you know, I've never done this before. There we go. All right. David pops up. Halfway strips. There we go. All right, that's what we want. That's what we want. Boom. Our tie stopped flapping. Our tie stopped flapping because what we need to do is just like with the head, we need to duplicate it, cut that, and move it to the other composition, the main composition. Right? We'll paste it. Then we just need to move it and then scale it down. Scale it down. Then we'll parent it to the body, just like we did the head. We'll save it real quick. We'll go back to the other one and hide it. There we go. Now we've got the tie and everything. It should. It's like he's standing there in the wind. Now what we could do, another thing we could do is, you know, halfway through it, maybe he closes the shirt a little bit and then opens it back up. So it's just kind of this persistent loop. Yes. Yes, I can. All right. So I think what I want to do is create another pre-comp. We're going to create another pre-comp. We're going to call this hair wave. We are going to leave all the attributes in the head loop there in this composition. That way it doesn't move the rotation keyframes within that other one. So all our rotation keyframes are still here. If I go to head loop or hero loop, still got the head rotation. So then we can go to the head loop and then into the hair wave, right? I think we want to starch. Puppet starch pen, right? 1, 2, 3. So with that pen, can we view the mesh? There was a way to view the mesh before. It's right there in front of me. Mesh. All right. Pen. All right, we'll pin down here, pin up here, pin over here. We're just going to create some pins around because we just want this. Yeah, we don't want you to move either. All right. That is the start. We want our little bit of hair to kind of start there. When I click on them, it creates keyframes. Let's move. Nope. We want both of you to move. Which one were those? See. So we're going to copy these keyframes. So again, so we're not having to like create every single keyframe. And then we can, if we select them all, hold our Alt key and then drag it out, it kind of stretches it out. It's kind of warping the face a bit, but you know, we can go in and tweak it later. We don't want it to be 10 seconds, right? We're going to do the same thing here. I think what we need to go, we need to make sure this composition is, oops, not new. What is har? Hardy har har. I'm going to make this 30 seconds just to make sure. 30 seconds. But then we're going to kind of see how it disappears about there. We don't want it to disappear about there. Control C, and this is hair wave loop. We are going to move all that stuff to that one. We are then going to right click, enable time remapping, go back one keyframe, set a keyframe, Alt, click on that stopwatch, loop, out, loop out, right? What is parentheses, right? Parentheses, single parentheses, cycle. Looks weird close up, but I don't know why it keeps giving me an error. Found is not a function. No loop out cycle. Okay. We can change the hair color later. Probably. Can you guys see that? Damn, I'm dry, itchy skin. I missed Michelle even. All right, sorry, Michelle. So there we go. We'll go in and tweak that because you can see the side of his head kind of do a thing. What am I looking for? Bam! All right. Apparently we need to go change the one most important thing about this whole, whole thing. Is that the right shade? Oops. I don't remember which one. Was that it? That was it? Save. Save. Boom. Always be saving. No, no, no. I don't even like that. I don't even like it. Okay, fine. I don't like, the whole thing was designed with the face on it. It just, I don't know. It looks plain now. I don't know. All right, fine. I gotta definitely go in and tweak that that little part though. The side of his head pulses. I don't want that. Okay. All right. Fine then. Yeah. I think it looks cool. I think it turned out really, really cool. It's exactly what I was going for, visual wise. I am not an artist. I didn't draw this or anything. I mean, it is, you know, clip art from Envato, but really, you know, the work comes in how you incorporate these types of images into what you want to do. You know, you don't necessarily have to be a great, you know, person that can hand draw stuff to make good graphics, but you do got to know how to use the tools at your disposal to achieve the effect you want, right? I don't know. I thought it'd be like the cool, like, maybe credits or the end stream, the stream end. Thing about it is, as opening, it's not like a loop, right? It's got opening animation, so there had to be two kind of videos, like one that animates in and then cuts straight into the loop version. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that would work. Should try and see how the creator toolkit logo works there. Yeah, really, all this was done really quick, so it's not necessarily the final product. But I do have the base animation down that I wanted to do. There's going to be some tweaking, so don't expect to have this tomorrow or over the weekend. I want to go in and do some refining to it. I know it's cool and everything, but I want it to look good. I want it to look right. Well, just tell him you lied. Yeah, it's okay. I'll give you the plain logo. It'll be the plain logo without that little red, white, and blue circle, because I'm going to change that. I don't like that. Without the face, I got to figure out something to do in there. I might replicate the star instead. You know, do a solid red star in the middle, because you're a pinko kami. Yeah, I'll give you a copy that'll just be the star and the shield behind it, and with the gray background. You can put whatever you want on it. What numbers you want? What numbers do you want? Okay. So I'm playing around with the 3 C's. And you know, left or right? Left or right is a logo bug. Left or right? The left, okay. Left or right? See, with the 3 over it, maybe we make it just a little bigger. All right. And this is the commit, create, connect. All right. Alex! Hello, sir. How have you been? I mean, I see you off and on, but I haven't seen you around the streams or whatever. You've been a busy guy, and you have been missed here and there. Just want to say. So, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Hope things are going well. Despite the strike. Did you get that cleared up? Or is it still in effect? Ow. I itched a little bit there. Sorry to hear that. Look. It's David. This it's LSP man. Super streamer. Then I think maybe we should do it without the take the glasses off, right? Because that's your cover, right? Your cover is when you're not wearing your white frames. It's the reverse of Clark Kent. So maybe I do it to where maybe I'd do it to where when you come in, the glasses kind of fly onto your face. Just an idea. My ear is itching like crazy. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. Same fill color. I did not draw the entire thing. I found a really good illustration on Envato that works for my purposes. I really wish I could draw like this. My kid can. I cannot. What is up, Scott? I saved it. Did I save it? I think I saved it. It should be updating. Let's make sure that I got to unlock. Okay. Save. It's saved. I think it's doing a thing. We may need to go in and the layers. I think if we go in reload. What's going on? Okay. Let's try this again. Head loop. I may need to close it and open it back up. Yes, hipster Clark Kent, definitely. In fact, I think that is what the file name was like hipster superhero or something. It is not updating. Well, yeah, it did. Yeah, we go. There we go. All right. Here we go. Let's show the whole animation. The beard is not pointy because it's a little. I have to change the size of the actual box. So there you go. It's light beer. All right, let's do this real quick before I have to jump off here. I got to go pick up my kid here. David wants that logo. We're good there. We're going to go. I believe this one, this artboard is like 4,000 by 4,000. Yeah. File, export as. Logo blank. I think I need to export it as screens. File, export for screens. Yeah, that's the one. I don't want that one. I don't want you. I don't want you. Or you. PNG. Export artboard. It's going to open it up. We're going to say. Now it's going to open up in Photoshop, which I didn't mean to do. DFL. Stop. Do you need it to? Do you need it to? Well, oh, did you see this, David? Oh, I showed you. What you all don't realize, y'all are worshiping the Dark Lord of streaming. Beelzebub. If we want it to not to have color changes, we got to get rid of any of these textures. So you'll have to choose. Unicorn is a word we don't use around here. Shh. Okay. All right. Then let's do this. Oops. Let's do this. We'll create a new file. Creating a new file. Well, no one's texted yet, so I should be okay. I'm going to delete that layer. We're going to delete that layer. All right. We're going to delete that layer. We'll need to get rid of the drop shadow, which I believe is on the star, or not. Where are you, Drop Shadow? Do you want the color? You do or you don't want color? To be able to change the color? Yes or no? If you do, Drop Shadow's got to go. Then Drop Shadows have got to go. And gradients. Again, thank you folks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Coming to join the madness. Just curious about what file format are those where you can change colors? SVG. If you are lurking around here, be sure to go check out some of these great content creators that are in my chat. We've got Mr. David Foster, the original live streaming pro. YouTube.com, David Foster LSP. We've got Alex from the TPS Report, also YouTube, currently on hiatus. But you can find him on Rumble, right? TPS Report. You have Mr. Scott Allison from Beyond 280. Got Kevin Michael Reed, will be streaming, but is an awesome content creator in his own right. Very helpful to me and my channel. And a good friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. Joseph Clough also is here. If you need some of that mental medicine, youtube.com, Joseph Clough. John Simon was there earlier with the Ringside Report Network. They do a great show with Hart. You need to go check them out. I'm not doing any that's fucking. I am not a content creator anymore. I am a hipster hero of. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Probably. I don't know what I'm saying. I am. Logos. I think I need to be in the team. The team. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Brand. Well, shit. There's a lot of brands. What the? This shit. Where's it at? Yeah, but it's okay. All right. All right. What? I know I did that before. Yes. Let's try that again. See, Scott. May need to make sure that it's down to like its basic format. It does not want to. It does not want to do that. Yeah, things are never simple, David. Never. Never. All right, one more time. One more time. And if not, we'll do the PFG, the PNG. It may be too big too. I don't know. Where'd it go? You saw me upload it. There we go. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. You guys take care. Got to go pick up the kid. I will see you Saturday if you enjoy gaming. Saturday, 8 a.m. If not, see you next Tuesday, but I'll see you around the internet web. So, peace. Later. Every time, every freaking time I go to my start countdown, every time I have to move that button, and my scroll started wrong because I don't, you know, that's just me. That's me. Peace. Send money. Buy me sushi. BuyMeASushi.com.